bun along with it. Yeah, anyway, well, we're going to crack on, are we? Oh, yeah. Yeah, good idea, but no beers on the stage, please.
Mount Onsra, at the core of it, I think is a love story. It's the love story of two friends who've kind of known each other for years and have circled around each other and been in each other's lives at times and then not, and back in again. I'm Simon, I'm one half of Mount Onsra.
I'm Russell Cleve and I'm one half of Mount Onsra.
Here we are on the road coming home from a concert. Yeah, life in the blue.
Down there, saying? Yeah. Saying.
In half a mile, they're left onto Donkey Lane.
We go one of two ways.
Donkey Lane. In Plymouth, in the early 90s, there was a venue called the Cooperage. The Cooperage was like the place that everyone played. Touring bands that would come down, it would normally be on the kind of club circuit, not like huge bands, but like, you know, on the club circuit, alternative like indie and metal bands, they would play at the Cooperage. I was playing in various bands, playing like thrash and kind of heavy stuff. Plymouth's quite a weird, eclectic place anyway, which helps out. You know, every weekend you just hit the Cooperage to see live music because it was always something interesting and a bit weird there. So they used to have this thing upstairs called the Acoustic Cafe. So I think it was like Wednesday nights or something, like a dead night in the middle of the week. And people would just come in open mic with acoustic guitars.
I was playing acoustic stuff mainly at that point. So I'd either try and get some gigs at the Students' Union or I'd play in the Cooperage.
Yeah, and Simon was playing.
I feel your heart be next to mine.
And as soon as I heard it, I was like, wow, this guy's voice is great. You know, really, really cool. At that point, I was kind of getting a little bit bored of playing extreme music. I was still listening to it loads. Having a broad music taste, I just wanted to kind of explore other stuff and see what it felt like to play different types of music rather than just full-on extreme music all the time. So I said to him, dude, if you need a drummer and if you want to put a little band together to play your songs, they're great, you know, let's do it.
And I said, yeah, let's do that.
We really got on, we had a few beers and kind of had a bit of a laugh and then worked out a time to meet up. Within like a week or something, we were just playing gigs in Plymouth. We didn't think anything of it, we were just like kids in Plymouth making music and playing every night, having some beers. So we called it the Simon Allen Trio because it sounded like a funny jazz name.
Which sometimes got confused as the Fireman Allen Trio.
I think because of the songwriting, Simon's songs, people really kind of resonated with it and we started getting a bit of a name for ourselves around Plymouth. And we were playing really, really regularly. So Cooperage, downstairs in the main venue now, because it was a full band. We became the annoying local band that was on every bill. So we kind of were traveling around the Southwest, doing some bits and bobs and kind of getting a good bit of recognition, playing lots of local festivals, doing all that. And we really kind of got to a point, we were like, we need to step it up a bit now. I think the acoustic songs are great, but they're really good foundations. So let's start getting some other sounds in. And Simon was like kind of more eager for that. I think he was kind of feeling like it was a bit like, I've beat this guitar to death. I don't know what else to do with it. Let's kind of start moving on. And it soon turned into something more.
But we changed the name of the band to Large Man.
Because we had a song called Large Man that was about Simon's dad, and that was kind of a heavier song. So as Large Man got sonically bigger, the gigs started getting a little bit bigger and people were like growing with it. So we were playing like some bigger kind of festivals. We supported Northern Irish folk legend called Christy Moore in the Pavilions. So that was like 2,000 capacity venue sold out. We were, you know, crapping ourselves a bit playing that. And then we were playing this festival called Sound Waves in Plymouth, 1997, I think it was. That was kind of two stages, like, so there was a local band playing, then you get like a bigger band playing. They weren't cool bands, they were like Bonnie Tyler and Tony Hadley from Spandau Ballet solo. When the big band was setting up, there was a local band playing and vice versa. So we ended up playing that and we were the headline band for the local stage, so we were kind of last on before Bonnie Tyler, sandwiched between Bonnie Tyler and Tony Hadley, which is great. But the interesting thing about that was I found a magazine the other day with a review from that festival. It's interesting, it said kicking off the festival is Tim of trio Muse, which was nuts really when you think about it.
Muse were on before us, and Bonnie Tyler.
How the tables have turned.
And this is Russell after his take.
Cool. That was better though.
It is no. Oh, stop it. I don't stop it.
Better though, isn't it?
After that, we decided to move to London.
To make it in the golden covered streets. And so the three of us in the band and another friend of ours all moved to London to see what we could do.
Yeah, we started playing Camden venues. Also the rehearsal rooms we were rehearsing in, the people who owned it kind of heard us.
They thought they could hear something pretty special. So that very quickly then led us to having this management team who were kind of looking after us.
But at that time, I was living with my girlfriend in one flat and the rest of Large Man were living in another flat. And as things happen sometimes, it kind of siloed off. The whole band in one house are having conversations about big plans for the band, and there's like me and Teresa up in the other house, and we're not part of that. So it kind of, things started to like grow apart. If I'm brutally honest, I think some members of the band kind of saw Simon as a way into something bigger, because Simon's got this like, you know, amazing talent, and he's got such a great voice, and he's really, really good at songwriting. I think in a way, some people took advantage.
And I guess ego and control are massive things. And we had one particular person in the band who had both and wanted to control what was happening in the band.
And they were kind of like, I haven't got these skills, so I can piggyback on this guy and get in there, you know? So, and that's the way I kind of see it anyway. And I was pushing back on that. I could kind of see it happening. And sadly, due to that, there was a decision made to get rid of me on drums.
And looking back on it now, it's the most ridiculous thing you would ever think of doing. Because actually, Russell is one of, if not the most talented musician, never mind musician, creative person that I've ever met.
I don't really stop, so I just immediately the next day formed a new band with friends and just carried on. I lost contact again for a good number of years. At that point, I was like, right, I need to get back into playing extreme music again. So I went off and did probably the most successful project I've ever been in, which is Brotherhood of the Lake, which is pretty much the most abrasive music I've ever made.
We are backstage at Heavy Fest with Brotherhood of the Lake.
Russell, I play guitar.
You proper hate everyone. Genuinely, you actually hate everybody.
Don't hate everyone. Like.
No comment, no comment.
So that kind of started around 2006, and that ended in about 2012. So it kind of had a good 6-year run. And that was touring Europe. I can't remember how many gigs, it was constant touring. We had 3 full-length albums out in an EP, all on vinyl, which was nice. So it's really, really cool, and we kind of did a lot of really cool stuff there. And until it gets to the point when you realise that you're a nearly 40-year-old guy sleeping in people's kitchens in Belgium, and it's time to hang that up, you know. That's why I stopped doing that. It was getting a bit much.
Large Man had continued with a variety of different lineups, but never quite created in the same way. And eventually that all kind of fell apart. We went our separate ways for 20 years. Russ went and played the music that I couldn't play, like really heavy music. I went and explored country music in various shapes and forms. And then you fast forward to March 2020.
And then COVID. Everyone was at home. No one could make films. No one could do anything. No one could go out and be with anyone. It was kind of, it was quite a stressful time. So everyone was just sitting in. And then I got this message come up on my phone. And it was like, Simon Allen. It's like, whoa, blast from the past. How's it going? Yeah, all cool. And he said, have you ever made remote music?
So I said to Russ, do you fancy like writing a song.
I've always wanted to have a go though. I always wanted to see how it works, like not being in a band writing songs, but just sending bits to each other and building something off of it. So I've got like a little electric drum kit and stuff at home and bass and everything. So I just kind of recorded a full song just to get it started, and I sent it to Simon. And then he sent it back with vocals on it, and I was like, oh God, like this is why we used to like making music together.
This is the best piece of music we've ever made.
It really felt like, you know, no disrespect to the other music I made in between, but it's like, oh yeah, this is it. This is the feeling.
It all felt right because there was no expectation on it.
We were really excited. We were just like, this sounds amazing. Let's do another one. And then it ended up being 10 songs. We were like, cool, we've got an album.
It's the thing musically that I am most proud of.
Called it Written in Silence because weirdly, we never met up physically on that whole first album. It was all done through WhatsApp. Let's just put it out.
This is Mount Onsra, new UK two-piece, from the forthcoming album Written in Silence.
Wow, Russell. That's almost enchanting. Yeah.
This is all the way up my alley with that, the vocals on this.
We had written and recorded that first album and had maybe about 8 or 9 songs demoed for the second one, like within a month. The cool thing about it as well is we never even discussed what type of music it was going to be. Whatever came out, came out. I guess we're a band again now.
Where do you want to look out the window or something when you're singing?
Yeah.
Oh, it's nice. You can see the sea too. Yeah. Let's do that.
Here?
Yeah?
Do that one.
Wherever you want to be, mate. I'll tell you what, I can sort anything out for you.
Cheers, lad.
This studio's got everything. You should see his room. Bloody hell. It's like once up there. He's got all the leads, everything. Hundreds of guitars up there he's got. Like 2 of them. There you go, mate.
Look at him.
No, you can't see the sea, look. Brilliant.
That's beautiful.
For the second album, we wanted to do that differently.
This one we've done actually meeting up and seeing each other and talking and kind of working our way through these songs.
In this amazing art studio space with a very high ceiling so we can get very big drums.
As soon as that went, I was like, my mind was on it. This is the hardest song of it in the whole thing as well. The rest of it like really straightforward.
Yeah. That was a really good feel now. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting into it now.
This time we're going miking up guitar cabs, full drum kit, properly being together and recording.
Quiet as they come.
Clear as a bell on them.
Mm.
You alright there? You comfortable?
Yeah.
Do you take your fucking coat off or you going somewhere, are you?
Fucking cold, I am. That's what I am.
I might spell it wrong. Oh God, can't get out now. What's going on here? Hey, you've really shut it this time.
Yeah!
We've recorded all the music together live, but when it came to recording the vocals, I found that really hard. It's incredibly personal for me.
Can't do it. Can't get me hearing.
Not working?
So the plan might be, or could well be, that someone does his vocals at home.
Just used to how you do things at home.
Yeah, I think so.
Like, if you can imagine, my setup at home is a very small, tiny room with no natural daylight. I had to take the vocals back into that space to record them, so that I can be my most vulnerable. Either that, or I'm just a really awkward bugger.
Yeah. That'll be enough, I think. Chance of someone giving you a ticket in the time with Hannah as well is quite rare. You know, we're at an age now where we're making music for an audience of two, which is me and Simon. Obviously, it would be great if people listened to it and they loved it. We've been listening to music all our lives and getting excited about it. It'd be nice if that happened with our music, you know. Ready, innit? Oh, shithole. Oh, here we go. Yeah, lovely, thank you. Either way, yeah, lovely. Cheers, thanks.
Cheers.
Here you go.
Cheers, man.
Yeah, when did you meet Helen? Because that was like pretty straight in.
Met her in 2003, Holly 2004, baby 2005. Just in there.
Come on, mate, don't muck around here.
No.
When you was that quick with the vocals? I mean.
Fucking hell, here we go.
What are you joking now? I know you were doing when you're up on.
Oh no, oh no.
We make the music of Mount Onsra for ourselves. If people can take meaning from it, if they listen to it and it moves molecules in their soul, then brilliant. Long may that continue.
The band is built on the way it makes me and Simon feel when we make stuff. And that's the purpose of the band, really. Deep down, the purpose of the band is to make stuff with Simon. If anyone else resonates with that and appreciates it, then that's an absolute bonus.
As long as the pair of us are able to continue to create in the way that we have been, and where it puts a smile on our faces and enables us to rock the fuck out, then I'll be happy.